Did you know we have more detailed maps of Mars than our own ocean floor? Over 80% of our oceans remain unexplored and unseen by human eyes. What's hiding down there? Creatures that generate electricity, animals that are nearly invisible, and a reef so massive you can see it from space, yet it's vanishing fast. This isn't just trivia, it's your deep dive into the ocean's wildest secrets. By the end, you'll see the ocean as a living world of mysteries. Stick around for the last fact. It'll blow your mind about the deep sea. Here are 10 tell me why facts that will change how you see the ocean. Let's dive into the fascinating world of fish that can actually generate electricity, like the electric eel, one of nature's most shocking creatures. These animals have evolved a truly unique superpower that sets them apart from almost every other living thing on Earth. Electric eels and other electric fish are like living batteries, equipped with special organs packed with thousands of cells called electrocytes. These cells are stacked in rows, and each one can produce a tiny bit of electricity. When combined, they create a powerful charge. When it's time to hunt or defend themselves, the fish's brain sends a rapid signal down its body, causing all the electrocytes to activate at once. Imagine thousands of tiny batteries firing together in perfect sync. This sudden burst of energy is what makes their electric attack so effective. The result? A jolt of electricity that can reach up to 600 volts, about 5 times more powerful than the electricity in a standard wall socket at home. That's enough to knock out prey or scare away much larger predators. This powerful shock can instantly stun fish, making them easy to catch, or serve as a warning to any animal thinking about making the electric eel its next meal. It's both a weapon and a shield. But not all electric fish use their power to attack. Some species generate much weaker electric fields, which they use like a built-in radar system. In dark, murky waters where vision is limited, these electric fields help them sense movement and navigate their environment. It's almost like having a sixth sense, one that lets them see the world in a way we can barely imagine, detecting objects and even communicating with other electric fish. These remarkable fish have learned to manipulate the laws of physics to survive, turning their bodies into both powerful weapons and sophisticated navigation tools. Their abilities are a testament to the creativity of evolution. It's truly one of the wildest and most mind-blowing adaptations in the entire animal kingdom, showing just how inventive life can be. And the most amazing part? This electrifying phenomenon is happening right now, deep in rivers and streams all around the world, hidden just beneath the surface. The Great Barrier Reef is the largest living structure on Earth, so massive it's even visible from space. Stretching over 2,300 kilometers along Australia's northeast coast, it's a breathtaking mosaic of vibrant corals, turquoise waters, and intricate marine habitats. This natural wonder is home to thousands of species, from tiny, colorful fish and sea turtles to sharks and dolphins. The reef supports an entire ecosystem, making it one of the most biodiverse places on the planet. But today, the reef is in grave danger, shrinking at an alarming rate, mainly due to coral bleaching. Coral is actually a living animal, and it relies on a partnership with tiny algae called zooxanthellae. These algae live inside the coral's tissues, providing food through photosynthesis and giving the coral its brilliant colors. When ocean temperatures rise, even by just a degree or two, the coral becomes stressed and expels the algae. Without them, the coral loses its color and its main source of food. This is what we call bleaching. Without the algae, coral starves and turns ghostly white. If the stressful conditions continue, the coral can die. Climate change is the biggest culprit, causing more frequent and intense heat waves. Pollution, like agricultural runoff and plastic waste, also harms the reef by smothering corals and fueling outbreaks of harmful algae. If ocean temperatures return to normal quickly, some corals can recover, but repeated heat waves and ongoing pollution are killing huge sections of the reef. Once thriving coral cities are crumbling, turning into lifeless graveyards where only a few creatures remain. We're losing this natural wonder a little more every year. If we don't act soon to reduce climate change and pollution, the Great Barrier Reef could disappear forever. The clock is ticking, and the future of the reef depends on what we do next. If you care about the ocean and want to help protect incredible places like the Great Barrier Reef, don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Imagine the blue whale, the largest creature to ever live on Earth, gliding through the ocean, yet feasting on some of its tiniest inhabitants, krill. Instead of teeth, blue whales have baleen plates. Think of them as enormous, fringed combs hanging from their upper jaws, perfectly designed for filter feeding. With a single, awe-inspiring gulp, they take in thousands of gallons of water teeming with krill, then use their massive tongues to push the water out, trapping only the tasty morsels behind. Here's a fun fact. A blue whale can devour up to 8,000 pounds of krill in just one day, about the weight of a school bus. This filter feeding strategy is pure oceanic genius. Maximum energy, minimal effort, and no need for high-speed chases. All they have to do is find a shimmering swarm of krill and open wide, nature's ultimate all-you-can-eat buffet. This remarkable adaptation is what allowed blue whales to become true giants of the deep, ruling the ocean with gentle power. It's a magical connection, the ocean's tiniest creatures nourishing its largest, in a dance of life that's as mysterious as it is magnificent. Imagine being able to breathe underwater like a scuba diver, then popping up on land and breathing air like a hiker. That's the crab's superpower, their secret weapon. Gills tucked inside a special chamber that acts like a portable aquarium, keeping water close even when they're out of the sea. As long as their gills stay moist, crabs can breathe air just like we do. Talk about amphibious skills. It's like carrying a mini water bottle everywhere, except it's built right into their bodies. That's why you'll spot crabs hanging out near the shore, under seaweed, or anywhere it's nice and damp. Think of it as their version of air conditioning. But if their gills dry out, it's game over. They can't breathe, just like a fish out of water. Thanks to this wild adaptation, crabs can hunt for snacks on land, dash away from hungry seagulls, and even go on epic migrations. Some, like the famous Christmas Island red crabs, take it to the next level, spending most of their lives on land and only heading to the ocean for a once-a-year breeding bash. With gills that work in both worlds, crabs are true adventurers, nature's ultimate explorers, bridging the gap between land and sea. I don't think people understand just how mysterious sea urchins really are. Imagine a creature covered in mysterious armor. Sea urchins wear their spines like a suit of enchanted needles, each one ready for action. These spines aren't just sharp, they're sometimes laced with venom, turning the urchin into a living fortress that can sting and surprise any predator daring enough to attack. But here's the twist. Sea urchins use their spines like a set of secret tools. They walk on them, dig with them, and anchor themselves to rocks, almost like a living Swiss Army knife. Some species can vanish in plain sight, burying themselves in sand so only their spines poke out, like a spiky trap waiting for the unwary. In raging currents, their spines act as grappling hooks, wedging them into crevices and holding them tight against the ocean's pull. And here's the most mysterious part. Their entire body acts like a giant eye, sensing light and shadows through their spines, almost as if they can see without eyes. So, the next time you spot a sea urchin, remember, those spines are more than just armor. They're weapons, legs, shovels, anchors, and even mysterious eyes, all rolled into one. The ocean keeps its secrets well, and the sea urchin is one of its most enigmatic guardians. Imagine drifting through the open ocean, where the greatest magic is to vanish completely. Here, mysterious creatures like jellyfish, glass squid, and ghostly shrimp have bodies so clear they seem sculpted from water and light. Their delicate forms let sunlight stream right through, making them nearly invisible, nature's living illusions, hiding in plain sight from hungry eyes. Achieving this crystal-clear disguise is a marvel. Every tissue must perfectly match the refractive index of seawater, so light bends around them as if they're not even there. Even their eyes and organs are cleverly hidden or shrunk, so only the barest outlines remain, sometimes just a glimmer or a shadow. Some add a touch of shimmer using reflective or iridescent surfaces to vanish into the ever-changing light, like living mirrors. This enchanting adaptation has evolved in countless unrelated animals, from tiny plankton to elegant comb jellies, proof that the ocean inspires endless creativity. In the vast blue wilderness, transparency is the ultimate superpower, a spell that lets creatures drift unseen through a world of giants and shadows. It's a breathtaking game of hide and seek, where only the invisible survive, and the ocean keeps its secrets shimmering just out of sight. Imagine a creature that thrives without a brain. Sea stars or starfish are living wonders of the ocean, moving, sensing, and even regrowing lost limbs, all without a central command center. Instead of a brain, sea stars have a nerve ring and radial nerves in each arm. Think of it as a network of tiny computers, each arm with its own processor. Each arm can sense, react, and even taste the world independently, yet they work together in perfect harmony, like a well-rehearsed orchestra with no conductor. This decentralized system is so powerful that if a sea star loses an arm, it can regrow it, and in some cases, a single arm can regenerate an entire new sea star. There are over 2,000 species of sea stars, each with unique colors and patterns, all thriving without a brain. Proving complexity doesn't always need a headquarters. Their nervous system is more like a committee than a boss. Each arm votes on what to do next. Sea stars can open tough shells, sense light, and navigate rocky tide pools, all by sharing information arm to arm. Here's a fun fact. Sea stars can even turn their stomachs inside out to eat. Talk about thinking outside the box. In the serene world beneath the waves, Sea stars remind us that intelligence and survival can take the most unexpected forms. Why are blue whales the undisputed titans of our planet? The largest creatures ever to exist, dwarfing even the mightiest dinosaurs. The ocean is a banquet hall for giants. Blue whales feast on endless clouds of krill, devouring up to 4 tons in a single day. Their lunge feeding technique is a marvel of evolution, letting them gulp entire schools of prey in one colossal mouthful. In the ocean's embrace, buoyancy lifts their 200-ton bodies, equal to about 33 elephants. On land, such mass would be impossible, but in water, they glide like living islands. Their immense size is a superpower. Blue whales lose heat slowly, travel thousands of miles on a single migration, and their heart alone is the size of a small car. Once whales began to grow, evolution pushed them ever larger. The bigger they became, the more unstoppable they were. It's a breathtaking feedback loop: abundant food, ever-growing bodies, and unrivaled survival. Only the vast, mysterious ocean could give rise to such giants, creatures longer than a basketball court, with tongues heavier than an elephant. Blue whales are the living legends of the deep, nature's ultimate masterpiece, the largest animals ever to roam Earth. In the world of whales, bigger isn't just better, it's awe-inspiring. Sea sponges might look like strange underwater plants, but here's a surprise: they're actually animals. Why? Unlike plants, sponges can't make their own food. Instead, they're filter feeders, sucking in water and trapping tiny plankton for dinner. Their bodies are full of tiny pores and channels. Specialized cells pump water through, catching food as it flows by, like a living filter. Sponges don't have organs or tissues, but their cells team up to keep the whole sponge alive. It's teamwork at the cellular level. They're among the simplest animals on Earth, multicellular, heterotrophic, and full of surprises. Fun fact: sponges sit at the very base of the animal family tree. Scientists think the first animals may have looked a lot like them. They're living fossils, unchanged for hundreds of millions of years, and still essential to ocean ecosystems. No brain, no stomach, no nerves, just a simple, ancient body plan that works. So, the animal kingdom's story begins with the humble sea sponge, nature's original animal. The deep sea is a world of darkness and bone-chilling cold, just above freezing. Down here, sunlight never reaches, and the temperature can drop to just a few degrees above 0 Celsius. It's an environment so extreme that only the hardiest creatures can survive. Why is it so cold? Sunlight only warms the ocean's top layer, called the epipelagic zone. This upper layer is where most marine life thrives, and it's the only part of the ocean that feels the sun's warmth. But below that, it's pitch black, and the temperature drops rapidly. Warm water sits on top, while cold, dense water settles below, separated by the thermocline, a sharp boundary that acts like a barrier, blocking heat from mixing downward. This invisible wall keeps the deep sea isolated from the warmth above. Most deep water actually comes from the polar regions. In these frigid places, cold, salty water becomes heavy and sinks to the ocean floor, starting a slow journey that can last for centuries as it spreads across the globe. This process is called thermohaline circulation. Driven by differences in temperature and saltiness, it moves massive amounts of water around the planet, shaping the climate and the deep sea's icy conditions. It's a global conveyor belt that takes hundreds, even thousands of years to complete a single loop. The deep sea is filled with ancient polar water, isolated from the sun for ages. Down here, the water is so old that it has barely changed since it first sank from the surface, carrying with it the cold of the polar regions. It's a vast, cold world shaped by powerful global currents, where time seems to stand still, and the environment remains unchanged for millennia. The water down there is older than most civilizations. Some of it has been circulating in the deep for thousands of years, untouched by sunlight or warmth. The deep ocean is Earth's final frontier, cold, dark, and mysterious. It's a place where life has adapted to the harshest conditions, and where many secrets still lie hidden. And we've barely begun to explore it. The deep sea remains one of the least understood places on our planet, waiting for us to uncover its mysteries. There you have it, 10 facts proving the ocean is Earth's wildest, most mysterious place. We've seen electric fish, invisible animals, brainless sea stars, and ancient sponges. The ocean is a universe of its own, and we've only scratched the surface. Which fact blew your mind? Let me know in the comments. If you want more mind-blowing ocean facts, hit subscribe and stay curious. Thanks for watching. See you in the next deep dive.